Let me show you the world in my eyes.
Hello, gentle viewer. There you have it. Should I ever, well, I guess I'll change things a little bit, but should I ever have some sort of talk radio show? It's doubtful, because yes, I do like to talk, but I got a job. I got a motherfucking job. Y'all, if you listen to me, you better have a fucking job too. Don't be sitting around and you ain't got no damn job and shit listening to me talk. What the fuck? Get your ass out there and get a motherfucking job. Motherfucking job. Don't get no bastard job. Get a motherfucking job. Then you come back and you listen to me. Once you got that job. The world in my eyes. That's it. That's what I'm going to call it. If I ever do have any kind of show, the world in my eyes. And I'm going to start putting that shit at the beginning of my fucking videos. And it's just, shit, I got like about 28,000, more than 28,000 songs. Somewhere between 28 and 29,000 songs on my damn iPad. Playing the 80s hits and had that shit set to shuffle. Came across that Depeche Mode song. Let me show you the world in my eyes, plural. Let me show you the world in my eyes. Let's look at my world. Come on. Join me, folks. Take a look.
We're just 2 miles away from Ferguson, Missouri, which has really been the epicenter of a lot of the protests that we've seen here over the last several months. Anytime something happens here, you can imagine that tensions can get very high, and that's what we saw overnight. We know at least 4 people were arrested for assault on a police officer. We know that at least one officer was injured trying to get out of the way. And again, at one point you can see video where what looked to be fireworks or some sort of explosive device, something thrown out toward the gas station here. So it was a night of unrest, but now we're starting to get the facts, and really that's what people are looking for. We're hearing the police account of what happened. We're also seeing surveillance video from this store, the store where the shooting happened. There are cameras on either side of it. I want to talk about the different angles that we're seeing. There's one angle that if you look up in the corner of the screen, you can see what look to be 2 men and a police officer. This is after the officer pulled up, and one of the men seems to be pointing what looks to be a weapon. There's a second angle that police also put out. Doesn't show nearly as much, but you see a person lunging forward in the corner of the screen. A third angle shows much more. This is presumably after the officer fired his weapon, but it looks to be the police officer stumbling, falling backward, again, presumably after firing his weapon, then getting back up to his feet, and then returning to his patrol car. So police are promising to do a thorough investigation. The mayor of this town says that he is going to look into all angles, but so far he believes that his police officer acted in self-defense.
That what you saw right there? That happened in Berkeley, Missouri. Yeah, shit, that must be a town of about 50 people or something, shit like that. I don't know, because I know Berkeley, California, UC Berkeley, it was protested. Michael Brown, hands up, guns down, hands up, guns down. Shot. Somebody should have told that motherfucker that got shot. Nigga, gun down, because you can't shoot for shit. Because you can't shoot for shit. Now, I do have the black shirt on. Because I'm sad. I am indeed sad. Well, before you make any assumptions, I ain't sad. Because anything has to do with that son of a bitch out there in Berkeley, Missouri. Because y'all see the boxes over there. I'm saying, because I'm going to have to be lugging all that shit out to the fucking truck on Saturday. I mean, fucking up my weekend, shot. That's why I'm sad. I'm not sad, and I'm not protesting, and I'm not saying that officer did anything wrong. That's right. In my opinion, which y'all already know. I believe that if I should have a lower expectation of being able to come home after going outside of my home and shit, sometimes they can be coming in the house and killing your ass. Then they should have a lower expectation of being able to come home themselves, meaning law enforcement. But the fact is this, and actually it's a little different. I'm conflicted. Because if you go to www.ashamed2beblack.com, you'll see you got the photo gallery where you got like the fallen soldiers and the Hall of Heroes. And the fuck was his name? There's Antonio Green. Alright, well, have to pardon me because, let's see. Antonio Martin. So, because the thing is, if Antonio Martin would have killed that police officer and then subsequently been killed himself, if he hadn't committed another crime prior to killing that police officer, he could have made it. He could have made it to the Hall of Heroes. The Hall of Heroes. Decided he wanted to kill a cop. Bam. Mission accomplished. Oh shit, I got shot. But you didn't shoot up a whole bunch of other people before you did that shit. Hall of Heroes. If you decide, well, I'm going to go rob the 7-Eleven, and then I'm going to shoot the clerk, and then, the police come, so I killed the police officer and shit. Oh shit, they killed me too. Then you're just a fallen soldier. Because you knew your ass was going to jail. You could have easily laid your piece down. Put that gat on the ground. But you didn't. So you fucked up by killing a civilian. But then you killed a police officer, so you get to go to the fallen soldiers area. But if you set out to kill a police officer, not saying that you should, but if you do, if that's a decision for you to make, and if you make that decision and accomplish your task, and then, well, whether you live or die, you'll still go to the Hall of Heroes. That's right. So that's how that shit works. So even though Antonio Martin's not in either place, cause shit, what the fuck did you do? I was trying to almost argue for you to go down there with the fallen soldiers. You as a soldier, you was gonna get that shit accomplished. Shit, I don't know. I'll think about it. Y'all could just go and look at the photo gallery and see if he actually made it. Cause you're willing to do the task, but you were poorly trained for the duties that were assigned to you. Well, shit, the responsibilities I guess you gave to yourself. Now, y'all heard the story and shit. Hold on, let me get some hydration. And I'm sorry, because see, the moving and shit, I guess I could have poured it in a glass. But what the fuck? Chug-a-lug, nigga. No, hold on, I got to... Yeah, got to watch out for that backwash. Watch out for the backwash. I really need to get back to my special brand of Kool-Aid. But I need to move back to that area so I could re-up. Drinking nig shit right here. Now I'm really ashamed. Drinking nig shit. Or it could have something to do with the fact that it's all halfway gone. But Antonio Martin. Now let's hear what they had to say. Let's hear what they did. You already heard what they did, actually. Let me talk about what they did. Frustrated by recent cases in which black men have been killed by the police. Oh no, 5-0. Killed by the police. Crowd of 200 or 300 people gathered last night at the mobile gas station where events transpired. I ask you why. Let me check the time. I ask you why. What the fuck? Another reason to be ashamed. Because check this shit out. He tried to kill a police officer. And there's the conflict, the contradiction again. So he tried to kill a police officer. He failed. And you were protesting because you were thinking, oh, well, the police should not have killed him. Some stupid, simple-minded son of a bitch went ahead and said, like, well, no, why didn't they use pepper spray? Why didn't they taser him? Are you fucking retarded? You must be. I shouldn't even ask a question. It's like a rhetorical question. You are fucking retarded. Dude pulled a gun out on me. Whether I'm a cop or not a cop, you pull a gun out on me and you expect me to use non-lethal measures on you? Sure. Should just let that burp come out. Pull a gun on me and some fucking idiot, simpleton. No. Once you pull that gun out, whether it be on law enforcement or anyone else, what they say, it's go time. I forget where I saw that shit. It's go time. I think it might have been Seinfeld. Somebody's dad, or he beat up somebody's dad, or hey, they were injured. No, this dude, and then his dad came, and then his dad was injured. Then his granddad came, and granddad was injured. And they was always talking about it's go time. You pull that gun, it's go time. Shot. What happens, happens. And what happened is, you got your ass capped, Nick. Got your ass capped. But now, let's see. Because I know what my mother would say. If I had a criminal history, and then the policeman has a flashlight out and is talking to me. Unless he's saying something like, yeah, you know, I think I'm going to shoot your ass in about 15 seconds. I'm going to take my time, put the flashlight down, and I'm going to put a hole in your fucking chest. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Then I'm sure she would understand why I would go ahead and pull out a firearm and be prepared to handle my business. But he had his flashlight out and they talking and shit. Then you reach to pull out your gun. Now you should have been prepared for a moving target. Cause he saw in the video and he's like, what the fuck? And he's falling down and shit. Cops like shooting everywhere. Shot his own fucking tire out of his car. Shit, shot the tire out of his car. Shot the nig. Probably shot a helicopter or some shit. Ain't no telling. But the parents of Antonio Martin say that while he had problems, they don't understand why he died. Let me try to explain it to you. He pulled a fucking gun on somebody who had a fucking gun. Doesn't matter if that person was law enforcement or not. You don't pull that shit out unless you're ready to use it. You pulled it out, cop knew you was ready to use it. Blam, blam, blam. Doesn't matter which of them blams caught you up in your chest or where the fuck it hit you. Oh, here we go again. Look, Martin's family said he had stumbled in the past. Not a sigh. That's just be blowing air, because that's all they do. They're trying to blow air up your ass. Yeah, if you want to put your mouth that close to my ass, you might as well lick that asshole while you doing it. Because I ain't trying to hear that shit. That's why people think black Americans are a fucking joke. Your son was a criminal. Your son was a fucking criminal. Your son likely deserved to die. Fuck your son. Already had that armed robbery charge on his ass. What if that was me he had robbed? One of my relatives. Shit. We all relatives. Adam and Eve and shit. We all related to one another. He robbed one of my relatives. Armed robbery. So fuck that. Talk about he stumbled. Stumble is if I'm walking down the damn hallway and I trip. I'm walking on the fucking street and I trip. That's me stumbling. Me keep running in and out of the damn criminal justice system. That ain't no fucking stumble. And there's some other shit on here. Talk about he was going to try to get his life back together. Wow. It's the same shit any other dumbass, ignorant, stupid, fucking ass parent will say when their criminal, convict, habitual, I don't know, habitual something, gets killed doing what they were habitually doing, which was committing criminal acts. You know, like, oh, no, because they were going to turn their life around. Come tomorrow, they were going to go to Stanford. They were going to go to Harvard. They were going to go to Princeton beginning tomorrow, but you killed them before they could begin their new journey. I need to rehydrate after this shit. Somebody call Old English. Get me a damn endorsement. I think I'm going to turn the label out. Hold on. Let's get the label out of this shit. Now I'm going to stop this shit in about a week. I haven't been drinking this shit every day or whatever. I need my juice. I need my juice. But hold the fuck on. Because once again, I didn't feel like going to the damn store. Shit just don't taste the same. But same thing, whenever your ass gets shot, they want to show your baby picture when you graduated from preschool, when you graduated from elementary school, because that's probably about as far as you fucking got. And then these 200 or 300 people protesting. Well, it's one thing to protest Michael Brown. He's still fucked up. And the cop may have fucked up too. I ain't reading that grand jury transcript. I forget how many pages. 5,000, 50,000, 500,000 pages, whatever. Fuck. I ain't trying to read that shit. I got things to do. But when you got into that altercation, that kind of led into everything else. Michael Brown did not deserve to die. Make that shit clear. Just still fucked up. Antonio Martin did deserve to die. And he fucked up. Pull that shit out. You need to have some aim. Y'all niggas need to go to the fucking shooting range. Shit. Target practice. Something to understand when you pull that shit out. Wouldn't matter whether the officer was falling towards the ground or anything else. If you willing to pull that shit out, now, I'm not saying whether or not I have got who's to say. Well, actually, because officers are trained. Take that safety off if it's on that gun. Your finger's already on the trigger. So, bam, click with your thumb or whatever. Got the thing out, your finger's already on the fucking trigger. You pulling that shit out, bam. If you got like a Glock, you got that safety on the trigger, pull it out. It ain't gonna do shit unless your finger's on the trigger. You pull it out, stick your finger in there, blam. If my target is falling, pull it out, blam, uh-oh, blam, blam. Anticipate the location of your target, bitch. Dead bitch. But you didn't do that. The shit, you didn't apparently even get a shot off. So, from the preliminary information over here, the officer shot 3 times, you shot none. The fuck? You had the advantage. You pulled your shit first. Yeah, I mean, what the fuck? You pulled your shit first and did get a shot off, and he shot 3 times. Man. Talking about who the fuck said this. There are no winners. There are nothing but losers. That was Chief John Belmar out there in Berkeley, Missouri. Ask your officer if he feels like a winner or a loser. She'd be like, ooh, yeah. Ooh, I won. Oh, yeah, I won. I won to live to get to see another day. I won the prize of some extra time here on this planet. And Antonio Martin won the prize, too. He won the prize. His prize was death. Now, that's a prize I would not like to win. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to leave y'all. I think there was something else his stupid ass mama said, or his dumb ass daddy said. And so, I think his dad said, like, you know, because they get ready for the holidays. And, like, you know, their family wanted to see him. His grandma hadn't seen him in a while. She wanted to come see him. Well, check this out, Grandma. You could still see him in his casket. Run tell that. Fuck Antonio Martin. You may still make that fallen soldier category. I just don't think so. You just a fucker. I'm out.